Happy Sunday, everybody. Thanks for showing up if you show up. I love you, and I really appreciate it. So, I guess I don't know, I'm hyped today, okay? I'm hyped. I'm going to do these strawberry shortcake, okay? Now, it says to do it in a 9-inch pan. But I'm going to be a little different today, and I'm going to do it in my muffin tins. You know me. I kind of got this thing about, now that I learned how to do so many different muffins and so many different recipes in the muffin pans, I'm using muffin pans for everything. Like I was going to do strawberry cream cheese shortcake, but I didn't pick up the cream cheese. So, and then what I'm also doing while I'm doing this is I got like 7 different notebooks of notes and journaling and research and all this and that, right? So I'm probably going to read a couple things from here and there. Just some helpful tips for people in network marketing and things like that. How's it going, Miss Wagner? So first off, we need 2/3 cup of sugar. Now this is strawberry shortcake made from scratch. I get to take, so the recipe calls for heavy whipping cream. So I got Kroger heavy whipping cream, and it says that we gotta beat it. We gotta whip it up and make it, you know, like I guess like whipped cream. So I guess I'm gonna be making my own whipped cream today. So 2/3 cup. This is a third. There's 1, and there's 2. Now also the recipe called for shortening, but I don't have shortening, so I'm gonna use butter. Now it calls for a 1/4 cup of butter or a 1/4 cup of shortening, and I learned that if you use butter instead of shortening, then you just add 2 tablespoons more than what the recipe calls for. So I broke out the Crocs today, Crocs butter. I'm not using a stick. I'm not using unsweetened, unbuttered, da-da-da-da-da. No, I'm just going to use what's real easy to access and what's real easy to put in this. So, I don't know where they came from. I don't know how I happened to come across them. But I got these measuring spoons that are like a set. And it's a completely metal set of measuring spoons. Now, we're not going to be able to use that. What did I say? 2 tablespoons. That's right. Okay. So, 2 tablespoons. Yeah, this is a little weird, but that's okay. I like weird. Everything is better when it's weird. 1, because I'm as weird as they come, you know what I'm saying? And I've been learning some crap about myself this week and last week, and I found out some stuff about some other people, and I'm not one to gossip, so I won't gossip. You don't have to worry about that. But I know what I learned about myself I am not too proud of. So I'm in the process of changing that. So we got to mix this, we got to cream this butter with this sugar. I don't know how that's going to work out because this is not working right. So we're going to get a spoon or a fork. Because what I can do with the fork is I can mash the butter into the sugar. Right? Yeah, that's looking a little better. And then throw it over the top. Kind of mash it some more. Yep. So that's doing a lot better than what it was. So once I get it all kind of mixed into the butter, I'll go ahead and use my whisk and see if I can't get a cream out of it. Which, I'm almost there. It's almost there. I always liked homemade strawberry shortcake when I was younger. You know, Grandma, I'm still waiting on my recipe, my grandma's recipe book, which what the family did was they came up with a recipe book one Christmas, and they gave it out to everybody. So, I had one, but this was kind of in my younger years when I was married, and all my stuff from my marriage seemed to just vanish, okay? We're not going to get into that, I don't think. think so. Okay, so in a bowl, you cream the sugar and the butter together. Then you add the egg. The egg needs to be at room temperature. So it's been sitting out about a half hour now. So we're going to add the egg. Yep. Okay. Throw this in the trash. We don't want no mess. Hey, you guys see there ain't no dishes over here. I did all the dishes today. Finally. I know. Sometimes I can just take forever on doing things. I know it's not good. So what it says to do is, well, there we go. Now it's creaming together. Yeah, looking a lot better. And I know what I need to get. I need to get me a sifter, I guess is what, or something that when I go to break down all of my dry ingredients, I can put it through the sifter and make sure it's all broke up, you know, so there's not no clumps. So I got to get one of those. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Just a cap. 1 teaspoon. And then we'll mix that in. I found that this recipe came from Pinterest. I got a few different places I go to for recipes, but I found this one on Pinterest, and I went and shoot, the heavy cream from Kroger's was like $2.50. Then what I thought was really cool was the strawberries at Kroger's are a pound of strawberries, so you get 2 pounds for $3. I thought that was excellent. That's what sold me on it. That's what I was like, okay, cool. That's what I'm doing. All right, so now we need 1.5 cups. So I'm going to need my other quarter. Still a little moist from me doing the dishes, and I'm making a mess. So really, I needed to do that bowl. Okay. So what did I say? I said we're at the flour, so we need 1.5 cups. 1. So that would be 4, 5, 6 quarters. 2. 3. Sorry. My daughter's not paying attention that I'm online doing a live. 5. I've had one of my daughters for the weekend, my youngest, the second Fortnite junkie, let me tell you. There's 6. And then we're going to have to put 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So I had to buy salt too because I done ran out of all my salt in the salt shaker. So we're going to grab, oops, probably shouldn't have done that. See, can you tell that I ain't, you know how long it's been since I've had one of these? Like, it's been for forever. Since I had, you know, a whole thing of salt. Well, we're just going to take it off. I don't care. Okay. And then what did I say? I said 1/4 teaspoon. So we got 1/2. There's the 1/4 teaspoon. That's itty bitty. Oops. 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then 2 teaspoons baking powder. So what I'm going to do is, I got all my dry ingredients in one bowl, because it says to thoroughly mix and break down. There's a teaspoon. Well, that's 1 teaspoon. Dang it, I used 1/2 instead of a whole. Okay, so that's 1. There's 2. Okay. Baking powder. And then, so now we're there. Now we got to, I'm getting another fork to do this. I'm going to go ahead and, just like I did over there, I'm going to go ahead and smash it up, break it down. Now what it says to do with this is, once I get it all broke down, we need the milk. We need 1/2 cup of whole milk. But what it says to do, since you're doing 1/2 cup, it says, that's the 1/3. Okay. So I'm going to take a little bit. I'm going to take 1/4. 2 quarters to make a half. But I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to add a little bit. Oh, wait a minute, what's going on there? Let me see this, something's going on. And I'm making a mess, and I just dumped a whole crap ton into the baking powder. That's lovely. I love it. Dang, I'm making a big mess. So we're going to dump a little bit in. Okay, and then we're going to dump about half of that. And then I'm going to take my whisk, and I'm going to whisk that all together. I love making messes when I cook, because it gives me more work to do when I'm done. You know, I've been thinking, with this bake show that I got going on, you know, that I do every once in a while, I've really been thinking about coming up with a playlist of music to go with it. Okay, so there's that. We're going to do a little more. Okay, and we'll dump the rest of that quarter in. That's 1 quarter. So we need another quarter once we get all this combined together. So this is the dough, okay? I'm pretty sure, man, I think it's going to be a real pain to do the whipped cream. Maybe. I could be wrong. I have been known to be wrong from time to time. Like I said, the oven is set to 350. And I just did dishes, so now I got to do them again. Okay. And I just went ahead and added it all together on that one. Okay, let's get this stuff out of my way. It's just making a mess, making things hard. Alright, set the milk over here. I'll put it up in a minute. I'm done with the butter, so we put the lid back on it. Set it out of the way. I'm done with the salt. Get it out of the way. Done with the vanilla. Done with the baking powder. Done with the sugar. Down with the sugar. I'm sorry. I told you I'm in a really good mood today for some reason. Really good mood. I got in trouble this week because I drove a truck home and I wasn't supposed to drive a truck home. But it was raining and I was not trying to be walking in rain. You know, that's how you get sick. Okay. So, make sure as you're doing this, you scrape your sides down into the batter. Mix it up really, 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 really well. Okay. So then, sorry. Okay. So now, we're going to need another spoon. And really, what I really need to do first is clean off my counter. Okay. Then I'm going to take my finger. First off, I'm going to re-wash my hands. Well, my hands were washed because I did the dishes, you know. There's that. I don't have a towel in here, do I? No. Oh, I got paper towels. I forgot I got paper towels. That's even better. Okay. So, this morning, before I went to work, my daughter's still sleeping. So I decided to make her some pancakes for breakfast. Because I didn't have the money to take her over to McDonald's. And I kind of figured the person that was working at McDonald's wasn't going to be one of the people that's really cool with me. So anyways, okay, we're going to take our finger, dip it in. We're going to go around the sides and the bottom of each muffin, just so it's greased. Greasy, yeah. Any of you guys heard the term sweaty? Okay, I got gamer girls, alright? Kylie, my youngest, and Zoe. And I learned this week that sweaty is basically repulsive. People run from them if they're sweaty. I didn't understand it, but it is what it is. I guess there's certain outfits, costumes, characters on Fortnite that if you wear the certain costume or outfit, you're sweaty and people will go away from you. I mean, it's pretty cool, if you ask me, because Fortnite, you gotta kill people. Like, it's a take over the world type thing. Okay, so we're gonna fill each of these up. You know what I probably should have done? Was just use my cups. That would have been so much easier, because I still have a few left. But this will be okay. So what it's going to do to my cook time is it's probably going to cut down a whole lot. So I'm probably going to have to keep a real good eye on this, because doing it this way, doing anything in muffin tins it seems to go quicker. So what I'm doing is I'm filling it up. I don't know, I'll probably fill them up all the way. I don't know, it says that it makes 9 servings. So we're going to see where 9 servings ends up. But 9 servings is if you make a cake. So I think I might have more than 9 servings by doing it in a muffin tin. That's okay. I'll deal with it. I'll figure it out. You know what I mean? Always doing things backwards or upside down or sideways or some way that people just don't get. But that's because I am UNIQUE. Anybody know what that spells? And I'm proud to be, let me tell you. Okay, so I'm going to drop it a couple times. That one could use a little more. Okay. Yeah, we're going to get more out of it than 9. We might get 12. Total 12. This is kind of cool. I love making batter. Whether it be for a cake, whether it be for cookies, I love the way it turns out. And, you know, I learned, like cream cheese, you know, there's 4 different types of cream cheese icing that I've come up with. Like, when I do my cinnamon rolls, the cream cheese icing is thick. Like, really thick. But, when I do, like, well, what's another one that I've used cream cheese icing for? I know there's another recipe that wasn't as thick as the cinnamon rolls. And I don't know, it amazes me on things sometimes. It really does, on how they turn out, what I end up with. Okay, so guess what? We ended up with 9 servings. That's pretty cool anyways. I mean, I didn't expect it to be like that. So, okay. 1, 2. Okay, so now we're going to need another bowl, because we got to do our whipped topping to add our, so the whipped topping is 1 cup of heavy cream. This is heavy whipping cream, yep. That's what it calls for, 1 cup, and then 1.5 strawberries. So, 1 cup would be, here we go. There's a quarter. 1 cup would be 4 of these. So 1. I don't know. I probably should have looked up how to whip this up. But I think if I take my whisk, 3, 4. And we rinse it off. We really need to wash it off. I don't want none of the... Oh, that's hot. Hot, 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 hot. Oh, it's hot. Anybody paid attention to me, Jeff Dunham, the post done from Jeff Dunham this week? Okay, so now from what I've learned, I got to do this for like 20, 30 minutes. Just because you gotta whip it. Whip it real good. Do 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 do. Oh my goodness. It's just you gotta make it thick. So we'll just whip it together. I don't know if I'm supposed to add something. I didn't pay attention to that, but it didn't say nothing about adding anything to it. So we'll just keep at it like this. My wrist is not wanting to work right. My finger don't want to work right. I'm just getting old. Things just ain't the same as they used to be. So you know that I seen this week a cake made out of eggs. It was actually I kind of like the idea of doing it that way. And then 1.5 cups strawberries. So what we're going to do is we're going to keep stirring this because it's doing it. It's thickening up. I didn't know you can make your own whipping cream. That's kind of cool. Okay, so just keep going. I guess it's not going to be really thick because it calls for a dollop of whipped cream after everything's baked too. Yeah, we just gotta keep stirring. Because, you know, remember I had a problem with the whipped coffee. But that was because I wasn't whipping it long enough. I'm doing it by hand. I'm not doing it with a mixer because I don't have a mixer yet. I will get one, but back in the day, before they had electricity, they didn't have electric mixers. So there's got to be more than one way to do things, right? Okay, so I got to keep stirring. Just keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. What'd I do with the crap? There it is. Okay, there's that. Close this up. And just mix it, keep going. Because, yeah, we're not nowhere near where we need to be. Nowhere near. I guess I should have looked up a recipe for whipping cream made from heavy whipping cream. Huh. Oops. There we go again, Russian. Okay. Don't make fun of me. I'm just doing it ass backwards. Excuse my language. I was gonna do this live on oh my gosh. I was gonna do this on YouTube tonight, but nobody commented, said that they would watch me on YouTube. So I just decided to go ahead and do it on Facebook as usual. Maybe I should use that other bowl because it's bigger. Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off. Just keep stirring, 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 stirring. That's not working. You're not left-handed. It's not going to work. Okay, just make it, just get it thick. Okay. We may not have Cool Whip. You know what I'm saying? It may not get that thick. We may not be able to do that because I already feel my shoulder getting tarred. But I will have a thicker cream to put over the top. But what I need to really do is, I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to add the strawberries into this. So strawberries, fresh strawberries. It says you can use fresh or frozen. So I got fresh. Like I said, it was 2 pounds of strawberries for $3. In my eyes, that's winning. Okay, so now we need a knife. We did not. Where's my chopping knife? There's a chopping knife, not the one I want. That'll work. Okay, so I'm just going to cut into little slivers. And then I will end up adding, what it's supposed to be is 1.5 cups of strawberries. Okay? So I'm estimating 6 or 8, maybe 10 strawberries. This is a pretty good one, pretty big one. So, but anyways, how's everybody's weekend? How are we doing? How is your family doing? How is your quarantine going? How was work? If you still have work, if you don't have, if you're not an essential employee, how is everything in your life going? I am blessed because I still have a job. I still work. I work 7 days a week. And I don't just work 7 days a week. I work all day, every day, 7 days a week. Because if I'm not at the U-Haul shop, I'm trying to do business online for my company. My business that I have online. Which is, I mean, it's taught me a lot. You know, it's gotten me to where, so, a cup and a half of strawberries would be 3/4 cup times 2. So we're going to see where we're at. I think we're almost there. Well, no, I got one. No, I got one. Okay. And then, you know what this gives me again? Some more strawberries to cover in chocolate. Because it seems like every time I go to the store, I buy more chocolate to make more chocolate covered something. I'm really thinking about doing maybe a chocolate covered pineapples. I got a can of mandarin oranges here. I was thinking about covering those in chocolate. Why not use it? I don't know how they turn out, but that doesn't mean that I shouldn't do it, because I just like to be weird, honestly. And then maybe get some. Now this recipe, you can use strawberries, you can use blackberries, you can use blueberries, raspberries, whatever, you know. And like I did the chocolate covered bananas that one night, or chocolate covered fried bananas. That was amazing, let me tell you. Now what was the last time? I did 4. So we're going to do 4 more. Might end up being a little bit more than what we need, but that's okay. I don't mind at all, because I love strawberries. Oh, somebody decided that they was going to take my mandarin cherries. So I don't have no more cherries, because I was thinking about doing chocolate covered cherries too. Alright, so I'm pretty sure that's a cup and a half. Hey, it did really thicken up. So we're going to do this again. Ain't got a leaf in my mouth. Nice. Yeah, it's thickening up. I was doing something right. I guess I shouldn't have stopped stirring. Maybe I'll make my own. No, I'm not going to make my own whipped cream. That's going to take a lot. I can tell you that now. Alright. So we'll just keep stirring. See if we can't thicken it up some more and more and more. You know, it's not sloshing around like it was either. So you know it's getting thick. And then we're supposed to cook this. Oh wow. For 20 to 25 minutes. I don't know. I didn't look at the time when I put it in. So we're just going to guesstimate. Which I'm thinking, since it was a light yellow mix, that once it gets golden brown, it'll be done. So I think I'm just going to keep stirring this until that's golden brown. Just because I want this to be as thick as it can get. And you know what I really don't understand is usually when I've seen somebody make strawberry shortcake, they got like the preserve that they mixed with it, which I have some strawberry reserve up there. I just don't know. It's not the same as what I'm thinking, so we might not want to do that. So, hopefully I did this right. It might just be a cake with strawberries on top. I don't know yet. We're going to figure it out. because I read the directions to do the recipe, and then I did everything that the directions said, but it didn't say nothing about mixing the strawberries with anything. So I didn't think I was doing that wrong. Okay. We're still not picking up. That kind of sucks. So I did a move job yesterday, right? And we moved a guy from his dorm room, his frat house, to storage. Let me tell you, I went in the frat house and oh my gosh, them people is nasty. So I guess they had a party last week. There's only 10 guys still in the frat house from everybody going to school. Only 10 guys left. And I guess their party, you know, there's beer. They decided that they were just going to urinate on the floor. They was going to puke on the floor and just leave it, right? Food piled up almost to the ceiling from the counters, on the floor. It was just crazy. There was a stench when I walked into the house. And it stuck with me all day yesterday. Like, I was like, ugh. It was horrible. I felt bad for the guys that had to stay there. I really did. Okay, now this is really thickening up. I guess it just takes time and effort to get what you want, right? Okay, so now that we have that and that, I'm thinking those are almost done, so let me go ahead and pull it out just to check it. Nope, just a little bit longer. They're not done all the way. So maybe 5, 7 more minutes. Just keep stirring on, whipping up the whipped cream. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to try the coffee whip just like this. Just keep whipping it and whipping it and whipping it. Because this is already turning into like more of a foam than a cream. Well, it's going to be a cream, but it's a thick cream. So it's doing what I'm supposed to do with it. Okay. Well, see? It's not bad, huh? It's whipped cream. Huh. Ultra pasteurized, grade A, heavy whipping cream that I have turned into Cool Whip. Oh my goodness, I did it. That is amazing. I made homemade Cool Whip. Sweet. I don't know. There's a different ingredient in Cool Whip though. I guarantee you, because this tastes different than than Cool Whip, but it's still the same kind of thing, I think. Now what I'm going to have to do is when I pull the cake out, or the muffins out of the oven, I got to let them cool for like, I think it said 5 to 7 minutes. And then I can top them. And so I guess this is just a basic recipe. Maybe next time I'll do the cream cheese, or I'll get some strawberry, not this kind of strawberry preserve, but the stuff that's like more, it's just like thick, like a thick kind of sauce, and then add that into the strawberries, kind of let it marinate for a while, and we'll see how that looks, or works. Whip it real good. Whip, 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 whip. Whip, 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 whip. Look, I can almost pick it up now. Ha ha ha! That's awesome! See, I told you, I amaze myself all the time. Just by little things like this. Okay. So. Oh Oh yeah, coming along real nice. I just know they're not ready yet. They're still soft on the inside. So we got to wait just a little bit longer on that. And my whipped cream is actually whipped cream now. That's pretty cool. So let's try this. Nobody tell on me. See, check it out. Perfect whipped cream. It does taste weird. Okay. I wonder if I added a little bit of sugar. Make sure cream's cold before whipping. Pour contents into a chilled, narrow bowl. Hey, I did it right. I put it in a narrow bowl. I'm just wondering if I should maybe add some sugar to it or if that'll mess it up. Let's just try it. Just to try it. Okay? And I'm only going to do a little bit. Okay. Just a little bit. Now it's getting thicker. That's even better. Okay. Now I bet you I could pick it up. Oh, almost. Ha ha ha! I went from a liquid to a cream. That's excellent. Okay, let's try it again. Perfect. Oh my gosh. Sorry guys. I don't know why this stuff keeps popping up. I think those might be about done. So, now that we're done with that, I'm going to get a plate. So what I really need to do is pull them out. Actually, they need to sit and cool for a while. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let these cool off. Actually, I'll show you what they look like before I stop the video. Okay. So then, now this is what this is what I made, okay? We have the strawberry shortcakes. There's six, there's 9. There's my whipped topping, and there's my strawberries. So I'm gonna let them cool off. Hi, baby girl. Yes, ma'am, that's why I didn't answer your call, and that's why I ignored you twice. Kylie's with Emily and Megan at the canal right now. I'm going to make sure that she brings the monitor to you. If you guys happen to see this, go watch this on YouTube. Please do me a favor and drop me a like. Maybe even subscribe to my channel. And just let me know what you think of the recipe. Let me know what you think of the whole performance. I appreciate everybody showing up and watching. Baby girl, you can call me in about 2 minutes. I love you guys. Thanks for watching again. It's Anthony's Homemade Love and Great Recipes is my YouTube channel. Swing on by and let me know what you think. It'll be up in about, I don't know, 40 minutes because it takes a little while for it to upload. God bless y'all. Thanks for watching. I love you and I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye now.